I know this year has been pretty awful for some people, and me too. I had ups and downs. However, I want to concentrate on my positive discoveries and experience during this special year. Hi, my name is Christina, and I will share top 5 things that literally I could just not keep it for myself. Let's start with the first one. The best virtual event, Unleash the Power Within, with the amazing Tony Robbins. It was interesting to watch how the whole business industry switched to online, and whatever was happening face to face changed to virtual meetings. Tony Robbins was not an exception. Instead of cancelling his live events, he made an incredible setup with an army of people behind the scenes. The event was hosted for 13,000 people, where not only Tony was the speaker, but also Jamie Canlema, Dean Graziosi, Cyril Lindley, Master Co, just to name some. The whole event lasted for 4 days and from 13 to 16 hours every day. Moreover, we were involved in constant dance, movement, where Kin Energy kept our energy level at the peak state. There was so much emotion, takeaways, inspiration, tears, happiness, aha moments that I didn't even think that were possible to achieve remotely. This seminar helped me to understand my primal needs, my driving force, which areas of life I need to improve, what are my biggest values, blockages, and beliefs. Moreover, I realized the importance of being in the present moment and what a powerful thing is to have a high energy levels in your body. Finally, I want to share my 2 main phrases that are my guidance for 2021. Goal is a dream with a completion date, and all change happens with a choice. Even though it is quite self-explanatory, it's so good to see them as a reminder that if you want more than you have, but you don't change things or don't make an action, unfortunately, nothing will change. Number 2, my best YouTube discovery of the year, Pamela Reif. Why her? There are multiple reasons why I like her content. She goes straight to the point, and most of the times she doesn't talk during her workouts. You can also choose the video depending on which part of the body you want to focus on, as she provides multiple options and intensity workouts depending on your level. Pamela gives little rest throughout her workouts, and exercises are intensive. It means that after 10 minutes exercise, you really feel it. She pays a lot of attention to her playlist. Her music is great and gives a really nice vibe. Her content is not boring and updated frequently. She even does dancing workouts and stretches with a yoga flavor. Last but not least, she's not just a pretty face. You can find her doing TED Talks and obviously find out more information about her. I truly got in a habit of doing daily exercises, even if it's just 10 minutes. I truly love her. Her program works. Number 3, the most impactful publication. I have listened twice 3 audiobooks, and for my surprise, I read 16 books in 2020. The content of these books was fairly mixed. Healthy lifestyle and eating, history, personal development, spiritual healing, or finally food. You all know a Harari book, Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind, and Homo Deus, A Brief History of Tomorrow, were absolute brilliant. And I don't remember reading such a big book so fast and with such a pleasure. I admire his work of presenting the information without implying his personal opinion, but rather just giving historical facts and letting you decide how to accept it. He explains how our ancestors evolved and why they were ahead of any other animal, how they understood the world, what it took to survive, and why we are who we are now. As far as I know, these books are based on a series of lectures taught at the university in Jerusalem. Probably neither him or his students had an idea that few years later these books would become global bestsellers. I know, it's a pretty late discovery, as Sapiens was published in 2011, but better later than never. Obviously, he has published more books, and I'm keeping an eye on the book 21 Lessons for the 21st Century. It's already included on my 2021 reading list. Number 4, the best travel discovery. I visited 9 countries throughout 2020. I also had plans to visit 3 more countries. Because of the COVID, I had to cross them off from my list. However, the most mind-blowing place of 2020 was Scottish Highlands. But what made this trip so special? Highlands is all about a history and natural beauty. What I saw and experienced was not quite comparable with what I saw in the rest of the country. Once I landed in Inverness, the first thing that hit me in a good way was pure and pine-smelling air. Straight away, it gave me the feeling that big cities are far behind. I went there in the beginning of October, so I got a lot of rain. Okay, so far as I remember, only one day was without rain. Regardless the rain, it did not change my plans drastically. I just adjusted and I managed to visit Inverness, Loch Ness, Glenfinnan Viaduct, Butterfield of Culloden, Dorney Castle, Ploughton, majestic Isle of Skye, where I visited Storr, the Quarrying, Portree, Ferryglen, Ferry Pools, Naas Point Lighthouse. Being there and seeing all this made me really feel part of nature. I managed to truly connect with myself and slow down, appreciate the present moment, and feel grateful what is around me. I'm a massive nature lover and I'm originally from the flat country, so to see this all glorious mountains, lake after lake, I was like Alice in the Wonderland. If you haven't gone there yet, at least consider doing it. Number 5, the best food discovery, sourdough starter. You probably say, hey, wait, new? It has been here for ages. Yes, I must agree, it has been around for ages indeed. But the truth is that this year I invested a decent amount of time to understand it, play with it, and see what can come out of it. After a few failed attempts, I have a pet at home, which needs proper temperature, hydration, and exact feeding time. Most people think that sourdough starter is just for bread, but oh dear not. Possibilities are endless really. Currently, my favorite sourdough meal is pancakes. Whenever I refresh my starter, instead of discarding the unwanted portion, I feed that part and make pancakes. I always add some vegetables. It can be sauerkraut, sweet potatoes, carrots, and always some spices. They rise beautifully, and it turns out they are not only delicious, but also contributes to your gut's well-being, as you don't feel so heavy. Additionally, I made sourdough cake, cookies, bread. Check out my Instagram account, where you can find more content. Those are my top 5 things of 2020. If you find at least one thing valuable, it means it was worth doing this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.